branch. You like it? Come on, sweetie. Come on down, Mayhem. Come on, big boy. What do you say, Mayhem? You can, yeah. Come on, good boy. Come on down. Come on down, buddy. Good boy, Mayhem. Good boy. So Mortimer the Death Adder, he's finally having a sip. So important to keep them hydrated. Especially. Boy, come on down. Come on down, buddy. Good boy. Come on. Come on, rub your belly. Come down. Good boy. All right, wait. You're back in the mood. Good. Tommy rub down. Tommy rub down. Hey, where you going? Death Adder's going to check out the Gaboon Viper. I think no. I think no. They can never have babies. One, of course, they're both male, which presents a problem. In these days, who knows, maybe it doesn't. And secondly, they're just so different. You know, he's from the family Bittis. He's a viper. The Death Adders look like they're vipers, don't they? Look, they're chubby. They have that, I don't know how to describe the body, but, you know, you can sort of see. It's short and stubby. And usually he's chubbier in the middle, this guy. But he needs to eat. It's been a week, so maybe you can't see it as much. Totally different snake. Where you going? Where you going, clown? You sneak. You sneak, be good. So, I thought it'd be interesting to share that with you. He's from Africa. He's from Papua New Guinea. They also live in Australia, but their temperament is different. And also, these guys require quite a bit more humidity to keep healthy. Love him. Look at Shakes's new look. Look at how he shines. Look at that. New clothing, new threads. He shed and did a wonderful job. Oh man, keep getting messages constantly. It's hard to see. Look at that face. Look at that face. And don't worry, I'm going out to look at cameras. The quality of these videos is going to start getting better and better and better. Look at that face. He loves to go and reverse, this guy. He's a good boy. I've had him since he was an itty bitty thing. Look at how calm he is. You know, a rattlesnake that barely rattles. He's just a sweet boy. Had him since he was so tiny. Maybe I'm crazy, but it sure seems like he enjoys coming out. It's just staying with me. He's getting to be so big. I just can't get over it. I just can't get over how big my baby is. He'll always be my baby. He's hungry, you know, because he shed and he pooped, and that's when they get crazy hungry. So, we'll give him a little treat. So, look at that. Glorious. Glorious boy. What do you say, buddy? Daddy loves you. Alright, Chicky. So, okay. I'm often asked, when is it an unacceptable risk to handle a snake without a hook? When it's unacceptable? When you are scaring the snake because you're scared. If you're not scared, they won't be scared, and that's very acceptable. And then eventually, you'll learn which ways to move and not to move. And there are ways to keep yourself safe. Some snakes are riskier than others, but there are little things you can do. But you can't impose those things if you're living in the world of fear. You have to be able to look at it dispassionately, and, whatever the absence of fear is, you have to feel that, relaxed. And then they respond in kind. He's learning, he's just a baby. But it's good to start them as babies. I can do it with adults. I do it with adults all the time. It's not to say you can't, but of course it's better to, let them acclimate from an early age. Look at that face. Look at that face, And then you don't trip out when they come towards you, which is a big thing with people with hooks. It's hard to handle him with a hook, because when he turns around, the conventional wisdom would be like to sort of flip out and turn around and flinch, and he doesn't like that. Neither do I, So I would say that's an unacceptable risk. When you have a hook and he's coming up it and you flinch it and, you twitch and you turn around and suddenly, you have a snake that's very nervous. To me, it's unacceptable to upset them. Instead, try to learn to calm yourself. It's really not that hard. And see, he's huffing. So you work through it. And if it's really bad, you put him down. All right? The other option is to give him that, a little bit more space, so he doesn't feel cramped, You listen to them. You listen to what they tell you, You have to be a good listener. It's a big part of it. Let's have a look. This is a gaboon viper. This here is a death adder. Now, you might say they look a lot alike. They might look alike, but they're not alike. See, the gaboon viper is a viper. This guy, the death adder, he's an lapid. Nothing in common. They look it, but they don't. Blop, ploop, bleep. There's something strangely fascinating about watching a snake drink water. And it's a funny thing, you got to put him in the water for him to hydrate. Very often they just won't go by themselves, and then they get, of course, very sick. So it's always a good idea. I would suggest doing it, especially with the... Alright, here's a tummy rub technique. Alright, get you down. Tummy rub down. Good. Bojangles, give me a break. Tummy rub down. Tummy rub down. Good. Tummy rub down. Good boy. Tummy rub down. Tummy rub. Bojangles, just wait there for a minute, for God's sakes, woman. Tummy rub. Good boy. Good boy, Mayhem. Good boy. Alright, you want your back rub? On your back rub? Shh. Well, yeah, don't be a drama queen. I don't want to force you. still with the tummy rub. Tummy rub. Good. Here we have a Western Great Mamba. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. I won't hurt you. He's starting to shed. Right, buddy. Just want to get him used to the feel of my hand, seeing I'm not a threat. We've been working on it. He's a good boy. He really is a good boy. He's not planning anything crazy. He's just scared. Now he's going back into shed. He's growing. He's doing well. And just by the way, he doesn't live here. I just take them from there to here. And I have OCD big time with my snakes. So I like to have them comfortable. I put his little stick. He's got a hide box for here. And he's got his little rock in case he wants to rub against it because he's shedding. They don't live in these things. This is from my friend. He came in this thing. I just use it to help him travel. I've showed you his enclosure. It's in a million videos. Okay, good. Okay, good. This is one of the sweetest snakes, sweetest rattlesnakes you'll ever see. This is a South American rattlesnake. I'm not a philosopher, God knows, or anything remotely close to that. But I tell you what, if you're scared of them, they're going to be scared of you. So the whole trick is to get you to just sort of relax. Just relax. Lower your center. Breathe. Not from your chest, from your lower body. And that will help enormously. Not to sound corny, but the battle is between you and you. It's not a fight with the snake. They're gonna, give what they get. They're gonna reflect back to you what you're feeling. So if you're scared, they'll be scared. If you're afraid of getting bit, you're gonna get bit. So, try to sort of face yourself a little bit and just sort of chill out. And then you'll have a really nice relationship with them. And if you're not scared, you'll see they can go in any direction. It won't matter to you. And then it won't matter to them. And then it's sort of dope, Name suggestions, please. All right. Mortimer's turn to soak a little bit. Hopefully have a drink, which he doesn't know what he's doing. But it's just good that they know where the water is, that they have the opportunity. Babies of any elapid, in fact of any snake, can be so fragile. So one thing you want to make sure is that they're drinking. Sometimes that takes time. Sometimes you gotta leave them there. Even for my water cobra, sometimes I have to just leave her there for a while. Where you going? He always does that. And sometimes he realizes where he is and have his water. What do you say, buddy? Have a sip. Here you go. See? That's it. Come on, Mortimer. Have a drink, buddy. Come on, sweetie. And I'll just leave him in here for, a good half hour or so. I just like to watch. No, no, no. No, no, no. Yeah, I know you. Drink your water. It's delicious. It's delicious. Poland Springs. Good boy, there it is. Well, here's one of my best friends, my South American rattlesnake. I'd appreciate some name suggestions. Names for just the sweetest snake in the world. Please don't think this is the Serval Cat, because they look very similar. And he has a name. But this guy, the South American rattlesnake, he needs a name. And he's a perfect example of a snake that gives what he gets. So if you're chill with him, he'll be chill with you. Trust me on this. He's a good boy. He knows he has no reason to bite because there's no threat whatsoever. When there's no threat, they don't bite. It's that simple, And then there's something on the other side of that, where it's not a threat. It's something better, something that happens in the absence of fear. There's all sorts of words you could use. Let's just say that's where the magic is. When you're not scared and they're not scared, then something cool happens. But they just don't like the phone, do they? They just don't like the telephone. What are you gonna do? Let's get him out. But it's okay, buddy. Now, if he gets really mad at me, he'll open his mouth, as will many people with me, and give me a warning. Just like a black mamba will open the mouth and show you the black inside. He'll open his mouth and show me whatever color you want to call that. He's a good dude, though. I love this guy. You can hold him. No, now he's coming out by himself. You coming out? You can come out. You can come out, stretch your legs a little bit, buddy. I know. When they're starting to shed, they actually appreciate the help. If you can hold them or just let them push against you, it's a nice way of sort of having if nothing else, if you have a snake that's sort of, reacting harshly with you, well, if it's defending itself a lot, then you'll find that you could have these temporary truces with them when they're shedding. And you could just sort of hold like this and they'll rub against you. Not that we need a truce, we're okay. Usually. He used to want to kill me, oh my God. Now he's a good boy. He's my asparagus. Okay, so we're at the point now where, I don't want to impose myself on him. So as I get closer, when he engages in defensive behavior, watch, I come closer. He's going to make sounds or strike or something. Well, he didn't do much. I don't want to push it too much. So I'm not within striking range, which to him means he's not within my striking range. But you have the hook. And I want him to lose his fear of it. So I let him see it. Figure it out a little bit. And then it goes away. Which is important. So I'm going to kick it a little bit. It's okay. Okay, buddy. Okay, look. Slow. Slow, but yeah. You see the hook? It's okay. See, it goes away. Goes away. Goes away, buddy. See, it comes in. He does that. Here. We want sideways. Good boy. Top without that craziness. We want the top. Okay. Back. And the Holy Ghost. Good boy. Good boy, man. What a good boy. See that? What a good baby. See, it's okay. It's okay. Come down. When you come down, buddy. What do you say, sweet? You wanna come down? You wanna come down? Come on, you get your belly rub. You get a belly rub if you come down. What do you say? Belly rub. Belly rub. Belly rub. A little more. Belly rub. Come on, Mayhem. Come on. You got your belly rubs, now calm down. Fine. Here's a belly rub like you like. Now calm down. Good boy. Good boy. Come on, Mayhem. You need more belly rub here. It's okay. Shh. Belly rub. Boop, boop, V2. Boop. Come down. Come on, buddy. Come on. You can do it by yourself. I know. I don't want to force you though. Come on by yourself. You got a back rub. You got a belly rub. Good boy. What a good boy. Okay, so back rub doesn't. You're gonna stay a little bit. Good boy, Mayhem. Look at you. Look at you. Okay. It's okay, baby. I'll be right there. You did a good job, Mayhem. Good boy. I know. I know, he's scared. You like your belly rubs, huh? This is just his transport box, don't worry. Get your tush in there. Get your tush in there. Alright. I'll take you home. You did good, buddy. So, the Gaboon viper, which you see here, him on the left, he's from Papua New Guinea. The other guy's a death adder. And they have nothing in common. They look like they do. They're not going to hurt each other. But the death adder, you see, his name is Mortimer, and Mortimer is a elapid, like a cobra. Now, this guy here, the gaboon viper, if you could see, he's from the family Bitis, all right? Nothing to do with each other, nothing. So I thought you'd want to see it because they look alike. Look how like they're both chubby. One thing you don't want to do is make the mistake of saying like, yo, this is a chill species of snake. Like, oh, boomslangs are all sweet. No, that's not always true. Sometimes, man, they'll come launching at you like you can't believe. So you don't want to get a new one and be like, yo, let me just grab that right out of the bag. No, you have to get to know them. You know, otherwise you might be in for a real surprise. I'm hot. I'm just hot. You know, the ones because I'm hot. The room's just so hot. Look, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. But coming home to them, nothing is nice. And look at them. They just chill. You know, they're so sweet. And these are both girls. Matilda and Precious. For a second, I thought someone ate Seymour. I couldn't find him. I was like, here he is. I thought someone ate Seymour, but he's fine. He's just under his rock. All right. Gaboon viper. Oy, oy, oy. Everybody seems to enjoy seeing the gaboon viper because he's such a cute little baby. And he was, well, you guess what was he doing in his little enclosure? Let me tell you, nothing, because that's what they do, nothing. So, you know, I love him, but it's not like he's out, you know, running marathons. They do nothing, but I envy him. You know? Look at that face. Look how beautiful. He's a good boy, and he's getting used to being handled. You know. Look who's here. Look who's here. It's Shakes, and if you notice, there's something different. He has beautiful new clothes on. Do you know why? I'll show you why. Because he changed. Look at that. That's the shed of a healthy snake. See that? Full, beautiful shed from a beautiful boy who's very happy and very loved. And it's very affectionate. He loves to be held, but in certain ways, you know, he likes to be sort of held like a baby. So I just took him out. He's got It's okay, baby. You're okay. And you bring them back. You don't need to throw them back into the cage like the extractors do. Half of them. All the YouTubers, they throw it back in the cage. It's the meanest thing. There's no need for that. Just keep 2 fingers on them or more, and you just guide them. Don't be so pissed off. Huh? Who licked the red of your lollipop, buddy? Easy. It's just me. Okay, here's a gaboon viper. Now, let me show you something else. Oops. This here is a death adder. Now, the death adder has the fastest strike in the world. But the gaboon viper is a close second. So if they were to bite me or Mouse or each other, none of us would have a chance. But that's not on the menu, because if you chill with them, they chill with you. Death adder, gaboon viper, two fastest striking snakes in the world, and beautiful. You go here, Chunk, his name is Chunk. The other one's Mortimer, and you go here. They're good snakes. And the reason he's being tentative right now, by the way, in case you didn't know, he's a Western green mamba. His name is Asparagus. And the reason he's being tentative, I just took out the small water, I put in a bigger water so he can take a little dip because he's shedding. And I thought it'd be nice to spend some time together. But he got scared. So, I don't want to push it, but I do want to just sort of touch him. So we do this every day, just so he remembers I'm his dad, not a threat. It's kind of like in Nemo. Fish are your friends, not food. And it works. I don't know if you remember, when I first got him, oh, God, was he crazy. And now look how beautiful. And he's in shed. Imagine when he's finished. He's going to shine again. He's a beautiful boy. I can't hold like that, buddy. And they use you, he'll push against you to shed, which I find to be helpful in developing the relationship. Like they'll use you and they see that you're actually helping them, It's okay. It's okay. Don't forget, they can't see very well in shed. So naturally, he's scared. So he's going into blue. See how they do that to turn around to look bigger. All right. I know. All right. All right. I know. Trying to work my way up. A question of doing nothing and doing something. Okay. So the thing is, I only have one head. From here, there's nothing they can. Well, here we have a Western green mamba, and one thing I recommend to people who are thinking of touching and training themselves and getting trained in how to deal with an animal that could become aggressive would be to first use a hook and see. Hey, why is there a bug in here? Ew. Sorry, buddy. And first see how he reacts. And you see, you take a look, you see, okay, this guy's in blue, he's shedding, we don't want to upset him, but why is this bug here? Ew. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. But, no, you can't eat it. But, having had some you also got to watch the tongue flicks. He's hungry. But having had some experience with him, I know that sometimes he will react differently to a hand than he will with a hook. So I go farther back and let him move. I'm not moving him, I'm letting him move. Being mindful where his head is. He wants to go back. He's sort of pulling down. So, you know, he's just timid, scared. Really aggressive is not the right word. He's just scared is all. So it's my job to make him feel more calm. Every day, no matter what, I work with my guys for at least 20 minutes each. There's just no choice the way I see it. And it matters. It matters a lot. If you're going to free handle them, what I consider free handling, it's a daily training method. And that will reduce your risk of injury tremendously. If you just take them out, you know, just crazily one time with your hands, you're asking to get bit. And if you don't know how to use your hands and you're just using a hook, you're out of your mind, because there's going to come a time when they're going to come towards you and you're not going to have any idea what to do. And when that happens, you're going to throw the hook or twitch or flitch or throw the snake or whatever. And that's no way to treat an animal. That's just incompetence. And so one way is you take a hook, you see how he's feeling. You don't even have to touch him, you know. You just see, how do you feel about this? But since he's in blue, you know what, let's give him a little touch. Whoop. Whoop. So he's fine. So remember, the fangs are on top. So if you're going in from here and you want to make a friend, there's no reason you can't. None whatsoever. He's a good boy. It's okay, buddy. You're okay. You're okay, buddy. I got you. Easy. It's all good. Death Adder. That's too big for you. Alright, this is Mortimer. He's a Death Adder. The reason you don't want him to bite you is because then you'll die. But he likes to be held. He doesn't like to be in a hook. He looks uncomfortable now, I know, but he just came out. He needs to settle down, and then he'll be fine. You know, these snakes, Death Adders, they're elapids. They're not vipers. They look like vipers. They're elapids. They wouldn't be able to reproduce. I mean, cobras are elapids. Mambas are elapids. They wouldn't reproduce with them, which I kind of find interesting. And I'll show you something in a second. I'll compare them to a viper. Watch. It's okay, baby. You're okay. And you bring them back. You don't need to throw them back into the cage like the extractors do. Half of them. All the YouTubers, they throw it back in the cage. It's the meanest thing. There's no need for that. Just keep 2 fingers on them or more and you just guide them. But now, I find that I can have the advantage. Slow. Easy behind the head. You can't see the thumb. You can't strike sideways. And then from here, they can't bite. So, but people who grab them from behind, the snake can turn around and bite them. Here, he can't do anything. You put them back. You just put them down like that. Doesn't hurt them one bit. And everyone's safe.
Hold it, you got it, dude? I got it, go ahead. Hold it up. You got it?
Yeah.
Hit the red button?
Yeah, I got it. Man, you would have been knocked out.